How you doing, guys? You alright? It's me, JaackMaate. Welcome back to yet another JaackMaate video, the first one of 2016. I just want to let you know, 2015 was an alright year. It was a pretty good year. It was probably the best year of my life, all thanks to YouTube. So I'll tell you what, let's cut the cheesy music. We've had enough of that, haven't we? Look, I look a mess. Let's sort this out straight away. Let's have some light up in here. Thank you. Let's sort this out. Let's do this. There we go, that's a bit better. Play some music, please, Frank Sinatra, and I'll have a drink, please, Gino. Thank you very much. Now, as I was saying, guys, 2015 was the greatest year of my life without a shadow of a doubt. I had the most fun I've ever had. I've experienced things I never thought I was going to experience. And as cheesy as it sounds, guys, none of this would have been possible if it wasn't for you. I say none of it, some of it might have been possible, because I'm the one who essentially created the YouTube channel, and I'm the one who's been creating great content for literally for years. I'm only messing about. I owe everything that's happened to me in 2015 down to you guys. So without further ado, here's a little recap of 2015, not to brag, but to show you guys how much your support goes a long, long way. Every successful YouTuber on the planet would not be where they are today without you, the guys that sit, share, watch, and enjoy. So thank you so much. Here is my 2015.
You crazy mother.
2015 started with the Huffington Post inviting little old me and lovely YouTuber Helen Anderson down to London to take part in a cookery show. Because if there's any YouTubers that are going to fit a cookery show, it's fashion blogger Helen Anderson and whatever I do.
I was 17 before I even made toast.
Not cooking, essentially. Myself and the delightful Melon Lady had to create a Chinese takeaway stall on Camden Market and sell it to the public. Helen essentially created the dish, I had to create the name. What did I go for?
Walk this way.
Walk this way.
Of course I bloody did. I said to my manager, I don't care about the money. I don't want to do a Chinese cooking show. What's that? I'm allowed to call it whatever I want. Walk this way. I'm in.
Are you guys all set for 40 people?
I think so. We did have a little bit of a debate as to if we had enough, like, chicken.
Okay, cool.
I've got no idea.
Whilst filming this cooking show in London, I got very friendly with an older gentleman entitled Robbie Knox. That sounds a lot worse than I intended it to. I should have just said I made friends with Robbie Knox. Instead I went for got a bit friendly.
Well, it's like a pepper with inside the pepper.
I made friends with Robbie Knox, which seems like irrelevant news, but as the year progresses, he became quite a prominent name this year. Now, I class him as a very good friend, and I'm happy to have met him. Cheesy.
Inspiration for our Asian beef noodles came from the last 6 months. We've been travelling China, really tasting all local ingredients. That was untrue.
February was a good month for me off of YouTube and on YouTube. It was the month that I had the metal taken off of my teeth. For those more recent viewers out there, I used to have braces for a little period of time, and by little period of time I mean 5.5 effing years. And in February my dentist kindly thought, you know what, you can have them off now, pal. So I've just arrived at the hospital today. I'm now about to have my brace off. The day has come. We've had them on 5 years. They've been straight for about 3 years now, but now we can be asked to take them off. I'm only kidding, the NHS did a wonderful job. They fixed my face up a treat. Have a look at this. And today is 1 week before my double jaw surgery. Oh, I look so different. Okay, so March is when it all starts getting a little bit crazy. Like really, really crazy. March got crazy because I was flown out to Las Vegas.
That's beautiful.
Water.
I jumped off the plane and straight away I was like, hoo-hoo, Vegas, you are not prepared for little old JaackMaate here.
I reckon we can make the Hangover film look like a carry-on.
Yeah, we probably could. Oh, there we are. We're already started.
Someone's already called the police. They know we're here.
Fire engine.
They know we're here. Is it?
I'm looking around and I'm noticing that not one of you have brought your umbrella, and that's a silly, silly amateur mistake, because your boy is now about to make it rain. $20 is what I gambled whilst in Las Vegas. I won 40, I could have played on, withdrew, thank you, I'm gonna leave Vegas a winner. Some would say a loser, because I went all the way to Vegas and gambled $20, but then, don't worry about that.
And I'm now going to give Ov a lift back in the car. Yeah, just hop in the passenger side, mate.
I'll get the
Yeah,
back.
yeah, get in the back, pal, yeah. Don't diss it, mate. It took me a while to save up for that. It took me about 2 hours to save for that.
My first night in Vegas, I'm walking down the strip, this lady comes up to me. She comes up to me in stilettos and says to me, "Hi honey, you looking for a good time?" Obviously I'm looking for a good time, I'm in Las Vegas. So, how is this going to get any better than the penny drop? Oh, okay, no, yeah, you're showing me you're a prostitute. Is that how they do it now? Just show you what they got to...
Taxi! Isn't that how you do it? That's New York, isn't it?
I don't know.
Got it all wrong.
The next day, thankfully, I left Las Vegas and I was driven out 250 miles into the Nevadan desert. And I stayed in a town that consists of about 100 people, I don't know. It's the second closest town to Area 51. You know where the aliens are? That's weird. That's weird.
So, we've just driven 200 miles into the desert.
There was like a butcher, the guy that owned the hardware store, a woman that worked in the cafe, the guy that owned my motel. They were all creepy. They were all very creepy. Bear in mind, they live in a town in which the concept of whether aliens exist or not does not exist. What I'm trying to say is I went up to one of them and went, excuse me, do aliens exist? They didn't know what that question meant. To them, aliens are a thing. If you question the existence of aliens, you're stupid. It's like questioning the existence of dogs.
It's crazy. I've got 4 days here.
I went into the reception of my motel, which by the way was called Shady Motel. Shady Motel. Don't book me the Shady Motel, please. I walked in to get a coffee and the guy who owned the motel would sit on the reception desk 24/7. Bear in mind, we're probably the only people to ever stay there. He just sat there like this all day. And I come in for my coffee. He turns to me with a very vacant look in his eye and he says, you need your morning juice, right? You cannot start a day without morning juice. Honestly, please don't call it morning juice because it makes you already look a bit weird and it doesn't. Thank you. I was in the desert because I shot a movie trailer. I shot a trailer called Prank and Rachel. Here's a little clip of that.
Oh, come on!
Now I'm in California, now I'm in Hollywood, I'm on Hollywood Boulevard. What? Flown out to California to premiere the film trailer that I'd made the month prior in Vegas. I stayed in a beautiful, beautiful penthouse in Santa Monica. Just me and my best buddy hanging about in California, not really sure why. I say best buddy, it was my old manager. He got done for fraud, went to prison. What a fairy tale that is. I was on Hollywood Boulevard and I was walking down and I was looking at all the stars. You know when you have the stars on the floor of all the celebrities that have been there? And I saw the star for Michael Jackson. And as I saw this star, there was an American woman already there looking at the star as well. And she turned to her husband and went, oh, Jesus Christ. And I interrupted, didn't I? And I went, no, not quite. It's Michael Jackson. Jesus Christ hasn't got a star. Let's just say she didn't quite get my British humour. Went to slap me. Oh, sorry, I won't do that ever again. May now, and my travels continue. I've been flown out with my friend Saunders to Trinidad and Tobago. I don't know if that impression is slightly offensive. Forget I did that. Got flown out to Trinidad and Tobago by the Football Republic. We got to stay a week on this beautiful island with ex-Premier League footballers. Again, why? Not too sure. When we got there, we got sectioned off into parties of like 7. And knowing that I travelled with loads of Premier League footballers, I was excited by this prospect. I was, oh, who am I gonna get? Come on, Vladimir Schmeisser, Patrick Berger. I got Stan Collymore. I'm not saying nothing. I got Stan. God. That week dragged. It reminded me of the time when I got an email from the National Lottery saying I had won, only for me to check and find out I'd won 450. It was alright though, it was alright, because also in my party, for some reason, was Patrick Truman from EastEnders. Halfway through this trip, it all got a bit weird. Myself and Saunders had to interview the Manchester United legend that is Dwight Yorke. After interviewing him, Dwight's turned around and said to us, hey boys, have you seen Harvey Price recently? Nah, neither have I, fam. He did not say that. He said, hey boys, I'm throwing a little house party gathering type thing tonight if you want. It's up in the hills at my mansion. See you there. Ex-footballing legend has just invited me to his mansion party. So me and Saunders trotted off to Dwight Yorke's house party. Just stood at the back having a Budweiser with Lewis Morte. Alright, Bella? You know how you imagine footballers to be if they're all sort of in a room together being lads, proper lads? Can you imagine how footballers would be? Because that's exactly how they were. June came and that meant time to get on another plane. But this time, I had to pay for it because I took my lovely girlfriend who I met this year, which is also a big plus. I took Fiona to Paris. It was beautiful, it was romantic, we had spaghetti. I didn't take it to Italy, so not sure why I'm doing that. What's French? Baguettes? We had baguettes. Because I'm a bloody Casanova, I took Fiona to Paris and took her up the Eiffel Tower for her birthday. Little tip for you boys. Little tip. If you're gonna do that and not propose, make sure your shoes are tied. As we got to the top, I looked down, noticed a lace hanging out. Without even thinking about it, I thought, oh, I better just go and amend this. Now think about it, if you've taken your girlfriend up the Eiffel Tower and you're getting down on one knee, that does not end well. There was a lot of tears, there was a lot of, oh my God, Jack, I can't believe you're doing this, you're gonna make me the luckiest girl on earth. And then I tied my shoelace, and things got a bit awkward. But on a whole, we had a lovely time. Not really much to say about this, except for I'm a 22-year-old guy from Norwich who, let's not forget about it, is naturally ginger, 6'2", quite peculiar looking, and for some reason I am sitting in a room with Hollywood stars asking them questions about spunk. The scene that I packed up most, that you'll probably guess, is the semen scene.
The semen scene?
Yeah.
You like that the most?
I did, yep, fan of that. And what I want to know is, what did you actually use? Because obviously you didn't use spunk, did you?
Whatever it is that you got in your hair, that's what we use. That was what Mark would
Just
cover.
grease, mainly. I also asked Amanda Seyfried if I could see well, watch this. Question you might get all the time, but I'm dying to know. Can I see your minge? Do you know what? I thought that was just something I read on Reddit, but it's actually real. I'm so glad I asked Amanda that, because since that day, I have not had to buy myself another beer, because I've got so many bloody lad points. Fuck me. We could kinda be lawyers.
You'd totally be fucking lawyers.
Done.
There you go.
August now, and this is the first year that I've attended Summer in the City. We are now finally on our way to Summer in the City. I may play a bit of a cocky prick on screen, but let me tell you, I was effing nervous. I've never really done anything that formal before, where you go and meet your viewers. And I was really terrified that I was going to turn up and no one was going to be there. Or there was going to be a big queue. I'd turn up and be like, all right guys, it's Jack Dean. And then all the viewers would be like, oh fuck, we're in the wrong queue. Oi Darren, we're in the wrong queue. Jack and Dean are over here. Also in August, I ended up going to Nando's, which granted isn't that special, I go there all the bloody time. I went to Nando's with example. Here's an example of someone I can example, if you want to laugh, it's totally I got to interview Example, the rapper Example, who I've been a big fan of for many, many years. And what a lovely guy he was. You know they say never meet your idols, which is kind of true, because I met a lot of footballers, and Example, loveliest guy I've ever, not loveliest guy I've ever met, I was only with him an hour, but a very, very lovely guy.
Some people probably call me excruciating pain.
Nah. Do you know what, I am feeling really bad, because cuddle.
Well, alright actually.
Yeah,
you look like you would try.
Links Africa.
It's not Links Africa.
No, it's better. Sure for men. I interviewed him, it took about 15 minutes, and by his own choice, he stayed behind for 45 minutes and bought everyone a Nando. Oh, he didn't buy it, he's got a black card, didn't he? But even cooler, in a way.
Just tell me.
Example hates trees.
No, I love them.
September introduced me to a young lad named Will, who I am now very good friends with. But he's not just any old lad, he is the producer of my radio show. I got given a radio show on Fubar Radio. Producer Will asked me if I'd do a radio show on Fubar Radio. I said yes, but only if I can have a co-host. Will accepted my offer and allowed me to bring a co-host, so I got straight on the blow. I got my friend Nozzer in. My friend Tom Norris, you must know Tom, this is Tom Norris.
Sorry. I am your co-host.
Weird, creepy guy, but I do enjoy it. So still now, to this day, I do a radio show.
Our radio show.
What are you doing here, Tom? Telling them about the JaackMaate show.
Okay, well, I'm the host and you're the co-host.
I'm the host and you're the co-host. I don't even know how you got that title.
Every Thursday.
Every Friday.
1 till 2.
4 till 6 on Fubar Radio. Every Friday,
4 till 6.
Correct. The JaackMaate show.
Our show.
The JaackMaate show.
October now, I turned up at Brixton with my lovely girlfriend Fiona, and we walked the red carpet with the likes of Zac Efron, Emily Ratajkowski. And bear in mind, this is the first time I've ever done anything like that. So I turn up at Brixton, and I'm a little bit nervous. Me and Fiona have picked up our passes, and we've walked out onto the red carpet. Within 2 minutes, there's a paparazzi wall, like that, just loads of humans with cameras, and they're shouting at me for a photo. Here mate, oh, mate, this one please. Do you know who I am? I mean, Casper Lee's over there. Don't worry about this. I haven't got a #1 DVD in HMV. So me and Fiona are stood there like this, having loads of pictures to the paparazzi. I'm on the red carpet. What the fuck? What's my life? What is my life? The end of the year is fast approaching, and now we're in November. I'm sitting there, it's getting to the end of the month, I'm a little bit bored, not much has happened. Then my good actor/director friend Jason Marza pulls me up on the old blower. I don't know why I said that so seductively. Jason Marza, if you're watching. Hello mate, it's me Jason Marza. How'd you fancy a bit part in the new kidulthood film, Brotherhood? I'm gonna stop doing that voice because it's quite offensive. Jason called me up and asked me if I wanted a part in the new kidulthood film with Noel Clarke and Stormzy.
Shut up.
So obviously I said to him, Jace, do you know what? Back off, pal. I didn't. Yes, please, Jason, can I? So I got to do a little scene in Brotherhood. It's coming out this year, 2016, so stick around for that. Only a tiny part, but still pretty effing cool. So cool, I'm gonna put these on again. That's how cool Brotherhood was. Brotherhood.
So how did he get on, mate?
It's great.
Oscar?
Oscar, mate.
Yeah?
Best supporting actor.
Can you get 2 Oscars for one film or not? Yeah, and then
Tallest, most best looking gentleman and best supporting actor.
Oh, he's a cuddly bear, isn't he?
Shut up.
December saw the release of my Christmas song, Christmas Spirits. I would say it's probably my favourite video I've ever created. If anyone hasn't seen it, please do go to my channel and look for the song, Christmas Spirits. I would say it's funny, it's very professional, and it has a deep and powerful meaning that I would love you to check out. It's not a plug, I'm just saying December was the month in which I released my best video to date, I would say.
It was a week before Christmas, and hope filled the air, though a bleached blonde sod did not seem to care. A little ranter he was, not a glimmer in his eye. This is where the story starts. Oh, mince pie!
And now we're in 2016. Over Christmas I've had 2 weeks off of YouTube, and that's given me a lot of thinking time. A lot of time to sit down and think about 2015 and think about how wonderful it was. The best year of my life, hands down. I honestly don't know if any year in the rest of my life is ever going to come close to that. And like I said at the start of the video, it's all thanks to you guys who watch and share and just support what I do. There's not much more for me to add, except for thank you so much. If it wasn't for you guys, my YouTube channel would essentially be in the bin. And I'd probably still be serving pizzas at Bella Italia like I used to do. And I didn't enjoy that, I enjoy what I do now. So thanks for my life, guys. I owe it to you. For the first time this year, I've been JaackMaate, you've been you. Peace out, be lucky. Thank you so much.